Welcome to the KAGDRT Studios new series Blender Beginners. In this series, we will help you to begin your animation career with Blender. In the future, we'll make more useful tutorials. So now, before you can do something like this, you must know all of the most simple things. Also, Blender Beginners will be posted every 2 weeks, so each episode will contain everything related to the title. So let's begin. Here's the Blender file. Now let's begin with the movement of your viewport. To rotate around your view like this, you must hold the scroll wheel and move your mouse. Now to zoom, use the scroll wheel to zoom in and zoom out like what it's using for. And the final thing is to move the view or something like that by holding Shift plus scroll wheel to move around the view without rotating or zooming like this. There are also many things or problems about rotation, but no one wants to answer that. But let me talk about it. Whenever you zoom in or zoom out, you will be like this. So to prevent this to happen, you have to scroll to the part that you found is the center of the view, then rotate. You can also use Shift plus or Shift plus tied like this to enter the first person mode. This mode is often set as a reverse mouse, so go to Edit, then choose Preferences. Here you have to open the tab Walk and Fly and Walk. And here make sure you turn off reverse mouse. Also, to make this mode faster, scroll up for faster fly speed and scroll down for lower fly speed. You can enter gravity mode without returning to the Preferences tab by pressing Tab. With this you can have fun walking around the project you make. There is also a bug like you can go through the wall or fall into the void, but no need to care about that. To escape out of this mode, you can have a right click or ESC button. And next time, careful of doing this gravity because you don't want to fall in the void. Remember, Blender didn't have death height, so you're not going to respond in your bed or your spawn point. That's some simple movement in Blender. Now let's go to Hotkeys. This is the most important thing in Blender. In this episode, I'm just going to tell you some simple and popular hotkeys to use in Blender. In the future tutorial, I'll tell you some more hotkeys related to different topics. First, hotkeys are the most popular and ultra simple. It's delete. Delete the first object and replace it with a new one. How professional is it? Oh, just kidding. You can also use X to delete an object. Now as the Add menu hotkey, you can also do this with the setting over here. But to be quick, just press Shift plus it to open the Add menu. You can choose your objects and mesh. Now, you know all of this stuff here isn't everything. I know you want to make a human. Sword, gun, house, alien, creature, animal.
2 hours later.
And anime characters.
2,000 years later.
And more. So here's the solution. You must select the object you want, then just a single tab button will solve everything. Ladies and gentlemen, the edit mode. But we still have a problem. How to model this? Well, now let's go back to object mode by pressing tab one more time. The first thing is moving the object. You can move an object by pressing G and you want it to go on an axis. Press X to go on the X-axis. Y to go on the Y-axis and Z to go up and down. You can click twice to get to the axis the object is when it was rotated before you want to move. Rotate or scale in a correct axis of it. You can also make the object go with 2 axes at once by holding Shift plus the axis you don't want it to move on. For example, Shift plus Z to make the object move. Rotate or scale an X and Y axis but not Z to rotate the object. Press R, and if you want to rotate on an axis or multiple axes, do the same thing as what I said before. To scale the object, just press S to scale. The same things to do with the axis as move and rotate. In edit mode, you can do the same things you learned from the move, rotate, and scale hotkeys. Now to extrude religion, you just need to press E. With all of that things, you can make some things like this. I want it to be better. What the heck is this? Okay, it looks good now. Let's switch to texture. Go to material properties over here and start adding colors to the object. Now for this simple model, I want to make the monkey head and the cube has different color, but when I do this, they both have the same color. So you can see this plus button right. Use it to add another material and now select the part you want with a different color. Remember, if you didn't see the colors, go to preview mode. For me, I choose the monkey head. Now press this assign button to the new material. Remember that. Then now, if you do this, the monkey and cube have different colors. And you know that there are image textures allowed in Blender. But that's in the shader editor. To get in shader editor, press right click it here and then this, then Shift plus A. Then image editor. To connect this, done. You're going to learn more in the future. About animation or related stuff, I'll describe it in the next episode. Hope you enjoy this series and see you next 2 weeks.